Hello and welcome back to episode 22, Jay.
Deuce, deuce.
22 of the Best of Rivals podcast. Jay, phenomenal weekend for you. You know what? I'm just gonna hand the mic over virtually. Talk to me. Just give me the emotions. Give me the emotions that you feel after yesterday's win against Tottenham.
I mean, honestly, bro, I'm happy for Cristiano. They were talking crazy about the GOAT. The past few weeks, they were talking crazy about him, saying he was the problem at United. And we know, like, he's a very, his ego is everything with Cristiano. So that's like what rubs people the wrong way. But when I saw that first goal, bro, the
Incredible.
screamer,
I'm watching the game, right? I put my head down for a second. I look up. They're
dog.
talking goal. I'm like, wait. Who scored? Because no one's near the goal. Dude, what a finish, bro! Incredible.
I mean, like, are you impressed at this point when he does like things like that at 37 years old?
Um, no, I wouldn't say impressed, right? Because he's shown that his entire career, right? Sure, nowadays it's a little bit. Maybe he's lost a step, right? Maybe his instincts are still there, but maybe he just can't actually produce what his sort of brain's telling him to produce.
Right.
But there's going to be moments where it's just his skill, it's
It's
all the
the
work
brilliance.
that he's put in, it's his brilliance that's just going to moments like that are going to happen, and they've already happened this season. I mean, if I remember the one, I think it was against Villarreal in the Champions League, where like he just like I think it was a volley, and he just puts it right in the corner to so you guys get the 3 points in that game. It's like he does this stuff, he really does. Sure, are his free kicks horrendous now? Yes. Sure, did he miss a bad penalty against Middlesbrough? Yes. It's all irrelevant when you suit up for those 90 minutes. This guy can produce, and this is why you play him, because there's very few better finishers and better uh, instinct forwards on the planet, let alone the Premier League.
And
So
I'll go even further than that and say there's no one that's better at those big game moments like Cristiano. This is a
yeah,
big game for Man United against
oh,
Tottenham.
every game is a big game at this
But
at
but
this
but
point
but,
for you guys, but
but the
one
caliber of
hundred
right of the
exactly.
opponent.
Because remember, Tottenham just beat us. They just beat us, and I came into the game knowing it's Tottenham, right? You
Yep.
guys are going to beat Tottenham.
Yep.
It just is what it is. But
And then think about it as well, bro. This is Cristiano coming back when he just didn't play the previous game. So that's a lot of attention on you.
well,
We
some
want to see
people were
how.
saying,
No, go ahead.
yeah, not to cut you off, but some people were saying that's the reason he played so well,
Yeah.
because he got the time off. And if you look at it, that really was a 10 out of 10 performance, and not because of the goals. The goals were great, but his hold up play was incredible. The way he fed off of Fred, which Fred played incredible, by the way.
It was a great selection. We
Yeah,
had some people missing.
yeah.
I wonder if that was why.
No, so I mean, I think we all know who we're going to talk about. Personally, by the way, I liked Pogba, Fred, Sancho. I liked that dynamic. It was an interesting dynamic, and guess who wasn't there? Bruno, and he's a player that I think most neutral fans dislike simply because of his whining and his complaining. I think a lot of United fans get frustrated with him because his very bad decision making at
Erratic
times,
play.
erratic play, 100%. But he's still one of your best players, right? There's no way he's a player that you can just leave out. Is that right, or am I reading this wrong?
Here's my take on it. I give Bruno all the credit in the world because when we were down and we needed something, he came out of nowhere and was just going stupid. And he got us in the Champions League, got us in the second spot. You know, within however many games he played.
Yeah, it's like less than half the season, maybe.
Yeah, crazy, bro. He went insane. But we got to be real as well and look at the play. When Bruno plays, it's him. It's him. He's not a system player. He can't play within a team, um, scheme. He does not fit at all.
That's
And that,
very
that that
interesting.
doesn't that doesn't take away from him as a player. It's just we won't reach. I feel like our heights with Bruno as a key focal point. You clearly saw yesterday just how fluent everything looked. I think Jaden is clearly the best creator on the team now. I'm 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 I'm
So
gonna
when you say
state that.
creator, and this is interesting, right? Because Pogba's clearly the best on the ball, no question. I think
Yeah.
we can all agree. Even with Bruno in the team, he's just the best on the ball.
Yes.
Um, what Jane Sancho provides is a little bit of he has the skills of a midfielder with the instincts of a winger, right?
Yes.
So it's like he doesn't need to just sit on the wing and be stagnant, right?
No.
He can move inside. He can play
Yes.
quick passes. He can make runs.
His
He's a
IQ
very
is
it's, I was about to say, yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly his intelligence for the game, and that's what happens when you go to the Bundesliga and you're playing in in one of those top sides. It's what happens. They play football in such a methodical way. Um, so
I
yeah, I mean
mean, would you agree though? Do you think he's the best creator on the team? Playmaker?
it's tough. Again,
I mean, are you gonna say Bruno? You gonna
no,
say
no.
Paul? I
Again,
won't say Paul because
I think you have to say him just because what he can do out of absolutely nothing. He's the one player on your team who can provide that one pass, that that one make that one move, do that one bursting run. There's just something about his game. Even yesterday, he didn't play incredible,
yeah,
but he's always like a danger. He's always a threat
it's a
to
threat.
make that pass. And
He did. I mean, he had an assist.
yep, yep. I mean,
You
he's
know.
just it's weird because when you watch him, he doesn't like look. Maybe it doesn't look like he's trying all the time. Maybe he's like why is this guy moving so slow?
yeah.
But the reality is, he just knows so much. He just so much talent, so much ability. It's very tough for me to say, okay, Jadon Sancho after a couple of games, right? I think Jadon Sancho might be the best, might have the most impact on your team going forward.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
But creativity, I don't know. I think we have to wait and see. Because
I,
remember, if in the Bundesliga, how many goals and assists did he have? He had a ton.
he had
So it's like,
I believe at one point it was only him and Messi with like the
mm,
10 goals and 10 assists or something like that.
yeah,
They were going
yep.
crazy.
So I mean, you said 10 goals, 10 assists. That reminds me of Eden Hazard. Will he turn into that type of player, right? I mean, Hazard, he's got these. He's got the skills of a
Look.
midfielder. Yep. Go
You
ahead.
know, I always I kind of hype my young boys up because that's what I do. I'm riding for my people.
Of course,
But I
respect.
feel like this kid, if he stays with United and he is a main focal point, like we're clearly trying to, make him right now, I think he can be on that level of Hazard, bro. You know,
Yeah,
I really do. He's that talented and he's young too. People don't understand. I think he's 20, 21.
it's 21, 22, something like that. Yeah,
He's mad
he's
young, bro.
young.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy. He's around the
and he's
same
already
age as Foden.
and he's already got the experience, and he's he's playing week in week out. He's without question if you're Ralph and you're building your team for the next game, you're putting De Gea number one because he
Yeah,
has to be, and then you're probably putting Sancho, like like that. He's second on the team sheet in my opinion,
yeah,
and then obviously Ronaldo, and then the others. But like you need that guy Sancho to play because especially right now, no Alanga, no Martial, obviously no. Sorry, Rashford's not playing well. Alanga's okay. Um, obviously Greenwood's gone, Martial's gone, Diallo's gone. There's not a lot of options. I mean, there's not a lot of options,
we
right?
went
So
from mad options to very
he went
slim
from
right now.
so many to so
We're
little,
talking
right?
about it.
So I think Sancho's. I think by the end of the season, you'll look at it and be like, okay, second half of the season, he's probably the best player on the team,
Yeah,
probably. But at the same time, is that really saying much? I mean, we can hype up about this game, and I'll be honest, as a neutral, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, I wanted Tottenham to win,
of course.
but at the end of the day, you guys played great for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Still, it still wasn't a
it wasn't.
complete performance.
I mean, we clearly saw the donkey of the. I said the week, but at this point, he's the donkey of the year.
I saw that, Jay. Donkey of the year.
I'm
And,
giving it to him.
oh, real quick.
What?
Arsenal 2-0 just updated. Arsenal 2-0. Jay, and this is what I was talking about, right? Because, you're happy, you're excited. I had to bring you down, right? Because even with that great win, Arsenal at the end of the day is still going to be ahead of you by 1 point with 3 games in hand. So if we're really discussing this top four, Jay, is this game, sure, this game you guys needed to win, but you guys need to win every game. And
Right.
that's the issue. Are you guys going to win every single game? You have Liverpool and you have Chelsea, and then you have Arsenal. Are you really going to win every game going into the end of the season?
I mean, it's a tough challenge, man. It's tough. Every game for us is tough right now because we deal more with a lot more like drama and things of that nature than a lot of other teams. Like that's just
100%.
you
Besides
know
Chelsea.
right. Yeah. We
Yeah.
know what they're going through.
Yeah.
But
Chelsea's the elite team.
so yeah, it's tough, man. I don't think we're gonna win every game if I'm being honest with you. But I think Arsenal's gonna slip up. Like I told you, I'm not worried about those bums, man. They can win today. Good for them. They'll
Yep.
go up, but then we're gonna chase them down. Boom, and they're gonna lose a couple games at the end. I'm telling you, this is what they always do. They're not ready for this. They're not built like this. They're not Man United. All right,
Put that on a t-shirt, Jay.
tired of those guys, man.
Okay.
Those
Okay.
gunners. What's wrong with those bums?
You know, it,
You know what? I only appreciate Arsenal because they gave us Robin van Persie. That's
yeah.
that's that's the only good thing about them. Other than that, they
Well,
stink.
he gave you guys what did he get? He gave you guys Sanchez as well. You don't like Sanchez?
Oh my god, bro! Remember he came in? They had the piano. Um, and bro, like his intro for like Man United, bro. It was like this grand, like
Really? I don't
yes,
remember that.
bro. And the man didn't even play like that.
Dude, and it's so funny. He got, if we transition over to the Champions League real quick, um, he got sent off after Liverpool's playing Inter, right?
Yeah.
Inter come back, and guess what this dumbass does? He goes into a slide challenge, high foot, literally a minute after they equalize. What is this guy doing? And he gets sent off, and the game's over, bro. Sanchez, bro.
Hey, he was a good player though. You know, I gotta
He
give it
looked
to
he
him.
looked good for Inter. He did look
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, but the other Champions League game, I know, I know. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. The big one.
Yeah, the big one.
We
I
gotta
mean,
talk about it.
Madrid PSG. I had a feeling. Right? Because PSG, they have all this talent. They literally on paper have the best roster, the best 21, the best 23, even the best 18 in all of football. All of football. They just do. Like from top to bottom.
Mhm.
Yet they underperform. And I'm looking at it, and you have to look at the big players, you have to look at the manager. And this is a manager, and maybe we can talk about this as well. This is a manager that you guys really want.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've been saying for
Poachy.
I've been saying for how long? This is not the guy. Trust me. Listen, I would love if
I
you guys got
disagree,
him.
but go ahead.
This is not the guy. He's won one trophy in a league where it's literally set up for them to win everything. This is not the guy, Jay. You saw the crumble at Tottenham towards the end. You've seen how he hasn't taken this opportunity at PSG and ran with it. He was up 1-0 and ends up losing ends up losing to Benzema's hat trick. I mean,
Whew, Kareem.
this is this is not the guy. And you guys really want him. And it just all of this stuff unfolding. Mbappe is probably going to go to
Madrid,
Madrid,
yeah.
and there's just so much going on, right? I mean, how do you feel about the entire situation, that game in particular?
Well, yeah, let's start with that game first. PSG is just it's hilarious because I told you before when they formed that team, I hated it. I hated everything about it. It didn't even make sense to me. You got Sergio Ramos teaming up with Messi when they used to beat each other up. Like
Yeah, that's
made no sense,
hilarious.
bro. Um, but for them to not win and lose in that fashion, you have to put this on every player besides Mbappe, in my opinion, because he
I
he
agree.
showed up. He showed
Yep.
up. He did his job. What he's supposed to do. But Messi, let's talk about him. Neymar, let's talk about him. Those boys fumbled the bag. They fumbled the bag, bro. And
Yep.
Messi, I'm coming at you for real because I've always said when you take him out of that environment and you put him somewhere else, he does not perform well.
What?
He was only good and great at Barcelona. I'm sorry, phenomenal player, up there. Ronaldo is one of the greatest of all time, 100%. But let's talk about the real too. He was coddled at Barcelona. He walked in Xavi and Iniesta, two gods in the midfield. I don't want to hear this like this guy was just like nah, bro. He was fed something nice over there, and then he went
So
to Argentina.
Yep. So this is interesting, Jay, because one of the things that we discussed, and one of the things that's always discussed in this Ronaldo Messi debate, is the different leagues that Ronaldo's done it at. He's done it in Portugal, he did it in England, he did it in Spain, he did it in Italy, and now he's doing it back in England again, right? And he's done it on the international level for Portugal,
Yep.
right? Messi, he's been at one club his entire career.
Yep.
His Argentina success only really came at was in the
Right.
last 12 months,
Exactly. Yep. It's been
and
shaky.
now exactly, and now he's going to a team where he should thrive, but he's not.
Bro,
So
he no, that's a Kevin Durant going to Golden State Warriors situation. Like,
100%,
he's walking
100%.
into a man-made team
That team's supposed to win the
that's
Champions
supposed
League.
to win.
Yeah,
Like you're supposed to, bro. Messi, like, come on, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta hold you accountable. But it's not all on him. It's everybody, that whole team, because they have stacked players, bro. And you lose to, well, first off, let me give my boy some love. Big Ben's, Big Ben's. I told people that dude. I'm, I'm not gonna say top five striker of all time. I'm not that crazy. He's
that's
top 10
crazy.
though. He's in my 10.
Really,
I got Ben's in my 10.
okay. I bet we can both agree on this. He's one of the most underrated strikers of all time.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
the
Yes,
because
yes, yes,
he's
yes.
been at that club for how many years, and he's been under the shadow of Ronaldo,
Right.
of Gareth Bale,
Yep.
and I've been saying this for the longest. Like, this guy. This guy's he's a very he does everything. You know,
Everything, bro.
like he
He
can strike the ball. He's great at heading. His
hold the
instinct,
ball
his
really
movement.
well. Yep.
He can dude. His hold up play, like everything is really really good with this guy. He's technical.
You take him to the international level as well. I know he had like a little
Liver
time
issues.
away,
Yeah,
but he performs on the international level. Like, there's nothing that Benz can't do, and he
yeah.
performs on a big level as well, which I appreciate about
I
him.
would
He's a big,
I would love to see him. I know his career is sort of going towards the end. I
yeah,
would
yeah.
love to see him in the Premier League at a team like maybe
Oh
Arsenal
my
or something
god,
like
bro.
that, who just need a striker. Obviously I wouldn't like it. Like I wouldn't like him killing, you know, at
Yeah.
Arsenal, but like it would be interesting to see, right?
Oh, he would thrive in the PL, bro. Like, looking
Think
at
so?
Lukaku and now look at Benzema. Not saying like their play styles are similar,
Mm,
but they both are like physical, strikers, bro. That's what
yep.
they do. You put
But then
Benz in a
Benzema's like 20 times more technical, right?
yes, exactly.
So yeah,
It's like you just add, but no, yeah, and I guess conclusion with the whole Champions League ordeal. PSG, they really fumbled the bag, but you got to give Madrid credit too, because they are Real Madrid. This is what they
yeah,
do. They love the Champions League. They thrive off of it. I don't care what big time player they don't have. That team that they have over there assembled, it's gonna be phenomenal, bro. And they're gonna wake up for the game.
yeah. They sort of have turned their fortunes around a little bit.
Yeah,
I remember what is it during the Super League era, like that the whole thing. Like people were like, their team's only really doing the Super League stuff because their team sucks right now and they can't
yeah.
really win. And um, they've bought a few new players. They've sort of freshened up the team a little bit. Um, and yeah, Real Madrid's looking like the real deal. I do not want to play these guys. I'll be honest with you. I do not want to play these guys. Um, you know, now, if we do flip ahead to PSG real quick, because you made a lot of points about Messi, and I tend to agree. I think Messi overall is probably a better player than Ronaldo, but again, there's different play styles, and
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of things that go into this, right? But when you looked at Messi um, on Tuesday, I believe it was, maybe yeah Tuesday, the guy doesn't. He wasn't running at all. Like he just. But again, you have to. What I'm looking at here is the coach. The coach is the coach doesn't look like he has power. It's like you have these superstars. What is the point of having superstars if you can't put them in positions to win?
So check it though. Check it. I want Poach because when he comes to United, I don't expect us to have superstars. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? I
Yeah.
didn't want Cristiano from the start. I don't think he would do well with
You want
Poach.
you want him after yesterday, don't you?
I mean, yeah, that was phenomenal. Give it the go. But now, I think Poach will do really well because he did it well with Tottenham. We saw a team that came out of nowhere, kind of, and they were a threat, bro. They were always a threat, and they always look really well oiled. They were
Yeah.
always just on point. Obviously, they didn't win anything major. They went to a final,
But that's Tottenham.
That's Tottenham.
That's not
Exactly.
his
That's
fault.
Tottenham.
That's not
That's
his fault.
Tottenham. That's the culture over there. We're Man United though. I think you bring Poach in, you let him develop that talent, that young talent over there. We will be some ballers, bro. I know a lot of people disagree with me. That's cool. A lot of people like the was it Eric?
Eric Ten Hag, yeah,
Yeah, Ten Hag.
from Ajax.
Right.
Which, but I think the main sort of like variable here is will the club give him the power, right? Because right now Ralph Ragnick has no power. Right? I think we
Right.
can all agree on that. Like
Yep.
the reason he keeps playing, Harry Maguire's played terrible all season. He's going to play him again next game, right? He is because
That's so messed up, bro.
he literally scores no goal. Doesn't matter. He's going to play next game. He could score 20 on goals, no problem. He's playing next game because
He's the
that's
captain.
what the club has decided.
Yeah.
Not what he's decided. It's what the club's
Club
decided.
decided. Yep.
And again, he's an interim, so he doesn't again not a lot of power. Are you going to give whoever the manager is next season? Are you going to give him the power? Are you going to give him the free reins to build the team he wants, to play the players he wants to play the style he wants to play, to get the personnel in to fit his style? Are you going to do all of that, or is it just going to be handcuffs on? Right? Because if it's handcuffs, then it doesn't matter who the hell you guys get.
Yeah.
Right?
No, dude, you're making a phenomenal point, and it's kind of crazy because I really gotta come to terms that our management and just front office with Man United is probably the worst in the Premier League, bro. From a big
Yeah,
club at least,
from a big club, 100%.
it's terrible. Like they are strictly about business, money, and with the Harry Maguire situation, making their asset look like it was valuable. It made
Yeah,
sense. So they don't want people to say, "Oh, you spent all this money on this guy, and now he's on the bench." No, we got to make him start him every game.
yeah.
Like that's just something we got to do. And it's like, no, that's not the way
Like
we
you
should
don't
move.
you don't think Ralph's like sitting there like, man, I wish I had license to play Varane and Lindelof. Like, of course he
Of
wants to
course,
play Varane and Lindelof.
of course,
Of
he's just
course he
working with
does.
it. Yeah. So
It,
so
that
now I have to think about it. I'm like, Ollie, I kind of feel bad for you, man, because I used to get on you saying, "Why are you playing Fred all the time?" And why are you don't really have any control. It's the board.
well,
There's
I think with the Ali situation, he didn't mind not having control, right? I think
he
with
was
the Ali
too
situation, it was more like,
yeah
bro, he's not a manager, bro. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest here. Like Ali was not a manager. He like the guy's just like again. McGuire's the reason he lost his job, and he's like giving him like a high five as he gets sent off. What, dude? No, dude, he wasn't a manager. But you're 100% right. He had no power, and that's what the club liked, right? The
yeah
club liked being in control of this guy. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. There was reports coming out that that Poch, along with Mbappe and some of the front office, are going to leave by the next season.
yeah
So chances are chances are you guys do go with the bigger name. Let's be honest, you guys are Man U. People know
exactly
Poch more than Ten Hag, right? Let's just be honest. That it might be a PR stunt versus the actual tactics and the understanding and an intelligent football mind saying, okay, we're gonna employ this manager because of these reasons. It's gonna be Poch is a bigger name.
yeah
Poch is a player, a manager that everybody knows.
yeah and
That's how
he
it's
wants
gonna
out
be.
of PSG.
He doesn't want to be there.
He does not want to be there, and that's what I was going to tell you as well, bro. That's why I don't put this loss on him really, because I didn't think he even wanted to be there at that point anymore. He was already on his way out. He wants to come back to England. He misses
Yeah,
it. You can clearly
probably.
tell. And Man United is what manager would take? I mean, wouldn't take the Man United job?
I mean, all you have to do is look at the managers who have taken the Man United job to know that it's still the biggest job, right?
Yep.
Because the problem is like so let's say you guys don't get top four, you guys don't get Champions League. Who does that hurt? That hurts the roster because players aren't gonna big players aren't gonna come to Man U because you guys aren't playing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But the manager situation, however, that is in that sure you'd probably rather be playing Champions League than not. But as a manager, you're like, yo, if I get these guys into the Champions League, if I get these guys to win a trophy, if I get these guys in title contention, that looks great on me.
Yeah.
Because when you're at the top, there's not a lot of room to improve. But when you're in the fifth spot, there is a lot of room to improve. So I think I don't think you guys will have any issues finding any manager that you guys want. To be honest with you.
No, facts. I agree, man. It's just about picking the right one. I think recently we've made a lot of skeptical decisions, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. So it's a big one. This is a big one for us.
Yeah,
This really shapes our next, you know,
3 years at
exactly, yeah,
least.
4 to 5 years.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't want this to be like this season right here, and like the past 5 seasons, like this to be what's going to be the next future for us. Like, nah,
Yeah,
man, there has to be time of glory again for Man United.
and honestly, that's probably why you have to honestly give a little bit of credit to Arsenal because when you buy into a manager like Arteta who wasn't having a great time,
Yeah,
but over an extended period of time, you give him a couple transfer windows. You guys say that you announce that you're going to go with younger players and all this stuff. Maybe there is maybe it's greener on the other side type of thing, right?
yeah,
So yeah, hopefully, I mean, hopefully not for. I'm not saying hopefully, but hopefully on your end, you guys get in the right manager to propel you guys forward. Because at the end of the day, sure, I'm a Man City fan, but we all want to see these top teams perform and these top teams go at it.
exactly. Yeah.
I didn't have massive enjoyment watching the 4-1. I didn't. Like it was nice, but it's like
W-
y-
I
you
don't mean
know,
to cut you off and like go to a different topic, but like when was the last time you've seen four teams or at least three in the
mm,
PL competing at the same time for a title?
yeah, yeah, exactly, right. It's been City, Liverpool, then maybe Chelsea comes in.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
It's
right. I mean,
you
even
never
even
you see
last
it.
year, you guys were second, right?
Yeah.
Like
You never really
no
see it,
one was
man.
competing that year. Yeah, I would love for maybe top four teams to really really be going at it. Maybe even top five teams, right?
You feel me? Like, come
So
on, man. That's what I'm waiting on. That's why you guys should go
mhm.
read the article. We may see another
Yeah,
big
yeah.
club come in. But
Newcastle. Yeah, to switch topics real quick. I mean, you guys, you're really talking about your next 3 years and a manager so important. Our next 3 years, whether Pep stays or goes, I think our next 3 years is going to be determined by the striker that we get,
mm,
because we are going to get a striker.
mm.
Reports have came out that this guy Holland is going to sign, or there's an agreement already in place, whatever the hell that means. Um, at the end of the day, we're just going to assume that Mbappe is going to go to Real Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Where else does it make sense for this guy to go? It just doesn't make sense for him to go anywhere else.
If he goes there,
It's over.
I'm not
Everything's
watching
over.
anything anymore, bro. It's over.
Why?
The dude
Yeah,
would be absolutely scary. I'm talking
mm,
about I don't want to watch this guy coming at my defense.
yeah. No, no, because if you think about it, Jay, that's literally sure we have a couple weaknesses here and there, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing dude. If we got skip Holland for a second. If we got an aerial threat, we would be good. Imagine if we get this
Holland.
guy, dude.
You say
He's gonna be.
who was the source? You know, only
I'm not.
Fab would be the only person I
Yeah,
really.
Fab's the only one. I've just seen it all around Twitter and Instagram, so
Okay.
I can't give you a source.
Yeah.
I think everyone on the planet's the source. I don't know,
Okay. No, no, I got
um,
you. Dang.
but
I
yeah,
mean, you were saying it though. You were claiming that, and I was like,
yeah,
nah, he's coming to United.
he's not coming.
You know,
I
I
think
was
I think you
talking
guys have a
crazy.
better chance of getting Harry Kane for sure. I
I
think
don't
you guys.
want that. I know. I think it makes sense. It's
He's still
it's it's
quality.
it's the England way, bro. It's yeah, we're gonna go buy this big time player. Like, yeah, I don't want
You
that
guys are
though,
gonna you
bro.
guys are gonna overpay for him too.
You see what I'm saying? Yes, how
Yeah.
we did Harry Maguire, bro. They love
Mhm.
those Harrys. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want Harry Kane. Don't wish that on us, bro. Please.
Man, I mean, listen, he's second half of the season he's played phenomenal. So we got to be honest there. But yeah, honestly, if we do get Holland now, it would be fantastic. At the end of the day, it's not as simple as like you just adding, right? Because there's going to be a subtraction somewhere. The style of play might change, right?
Yeah.
Um, our six midfielders might turn into five, and then we'll have to figure that out. Do we play more static, or how's Holland going to fit into our system, or how's Pep going to integrate him? Is Pep even going to be here for that? Like, there's going to be a whole bunch of questions. So,
Ooh, I mean, I think if you guys get Holland, Pep staying, he won't
well, I
leave.
think it seems like Pep's going to stay regardless. By the way,
Yeah.
like from what I'm kind of like hearing from him in like interviews and stuff, like where would he go? Much like where would Holland go?
Yeah.
Where would Pep go? What does he have to do? What is he going to go to AC Milan and
Right.
make them relevant again? Like, no,
Hey, low key, I want to see them great. I do miss
yeah.
AC.
AC back in the day was incredible, bro. I love those teams. Love those teams.
Nasty jerseys
Um,
too.
yeah, I'm saying right. I actually think I had one. No, I had an Inter jersey back in the day.
Oh, you're a bum.
There
Oh,
was
I mean,
bro,
I
isn't it
get
so
it.
weird?
I get
No,
it.
no,
The
I had
blue.
the bro. I had an Inter jersey,
Yeah.
and I guess what? I had an Aston Villa jersey, bro. It was so
Villa,
weird.
really? That's
It
a
was. It's because I liked the. It's because I liked the colors, and I was
okay.
young. I was really young.
Okay.
I just liked how they looked,
No, I feel you.
and
I feel
that
you.
it was just so weird. But obviously now I don't have that shit. I got like 3 or 4 Man City jerseys. So, you're talking about a team that we liked back in the day, AC Milan, a team I don't like right now, but they're just so damn good. Liverpool are just on our asses, bro. And this is the problem, right? Because I've been saying this. It looked good on paper, but I understand that Liverpool have games in hand, and when they have games in hand, they're typically winning those games, right?
Yep.
Unlike an Arsenal where you can be like, oh, they might drop points. Liverpool's rarely going to
Mm-mm.
drop points, especially when they're coming from behind, right? When
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool's coming from behind, they have zero pressure. They're like, yo, we're just going to go for it.
Yep.
We're already down. We need to win our game tomorrow. I believe it's against Crystal Palace. We need, because if we don't, now we're level on points, and they have a game in it. Dude, no, sorry. We'll be 3 points ahead, but
Yeah.
they'll have a game in hand. And
Right.
dude,
Still on. Yeah.
it's gonna
Exactly.
it's gonna be that's
So,
essentially in my mind that means we're tied up,
do you
pretty
guys
much.
play? Have you played Liverpool 2 times already?
No, we're gonna play them at our place pretty soon. That's
So
gonna that's
that's
gonna
the
determine
decider.
everything, right?
Exactly. I'm excited for that. That's
Oh
something
yeah, what
I'm
a
looking
game!
forward to. You
Yeah,
know. But yeah, man. Like you said, Liverpool. They just man. Like I hate how they look like a brotherhood over there.
oh yeah, it's.
It
I
feels
mean,
different, man. Like when their
that's
backs against
that's
the
Klopp.
walls.
Yeah, that's Klopp. That's you got to give a lot of credit to Henderson,
Yeah.
their
Yes.
captain. You gotta give credit to guys like James Milner,
Yes.
to guys like Van Dyke. These guys are just leadership type
Man.
characters.
Man, bro. I
And
love it. Like they are like just, very I don't know, like blue collar,
hmm
go to work, put in a hard effort. Look what I do. Follow
yep,
my lead. We
if
win.
yep, exactly. And like none of those guys that I mentioned are not going to show up on the day,
Yeah.
right? Like we just saw Neymar and Messi not show up.
Yeah.
These guys are going to show up on the day.
Right.
And when they show up every single day, guess what? The star players like Mane and Salah, they got to show up as well.
Yeah.
The guys like Trent, they got to show up. And if they don't show up, they're going to get their team. Their teammates are going to or they're going to let them hear about it. So
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I like our team, but the leadership at Liverpool, the culture at Liverpool, that's more scary to me than anything else. So
Yeah.
do I think we're going to win that game? No, I would be very stupid for me to think that we're just going to go and win because we're at home now. We know how last game was. It was incredible. We
Yeah.
tied. This game, we're probably going to tie it as well. But if we lose that game, it's probably over.
Yeah.
It's probably over.
You think so?
So, yeah, I think if we lose against Liverpool, Liverpool is just going to take that and run with it 100%.
I mean, it's kind of just like giving up on your squad at that point. You think it's just
Again, it's what I just talked about. It's not about the team, right? It's not
yeah,
about the talent on the team. It's that our leader is Pep,
right.
right? Liverpool's leader is, like I said, Pep. Sorry, Klopp, Van Dyke, Milner, Henderson. They just
Yeah.
have even Salah's got some of that in them. Like it's just a different vibe over there, and that's one of the things I don't really like that much about our team, especially when Ruben Diaz is out. We look a little bit lost, right? We're looking
Yeah.
maybe like we're looking over at the sideline, like, yo, what are we supposed to do? We have those moments. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, we have to let these games play out. There's still a few more games left in the season. A game like Crystal Palace for us is massive. A game like Tottenham for you guys is massive. All these games coming
Facts.
up are massive
Facts.
because of the implications. So
I mean, you guys should get that win, but who knows? Games like this are where like you guys you
we
slip
didn't
up.
beat them last. We
Yeah,
didn't beat them
exactly.
last time.
Yeah, you
They
slip
beat
up,
us.
man. So
Yep.
I don't know, man. It'll be pretty exciting to see.
Yeah. I'm just looking at next games for you guys. I mean, so you guys are playing Atletico,
Okay.
obviously. Champions League this coming week.
Yeah.
Let's actually talk about that real quick. Like, do you think, due to Atletico essentially bottling it in that first game, you guys are gonna go ahead and win that one? You
Yeah,
think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just seeing the way that Cristiano played, this past weekend or this weekend, um, I just think he's gonna take that energy and all that and just take it to the Champions League. He is Mr.
Yep,
Champions League. And this is honestly our best chance at getting a title.
of
I
course.
don't know why. I don't know why I feel this way and what's making me say these things, but I really feel like we can be the Cinderella story in the Champions League, bro. People are sleeping on us. Wouldn't that be a Cinderella story? Cristiano is playing. Well, say I don't know, we saw you guys and then we meet Madrid in the final and we beat them. He beats his former team for a Champions League, bro. That would be phenomenal.
Jay,
Me talking
what is
crazy, but
Jay? What is
it,
this?
this is
What
also
are you,
Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. The GOAT. Stop playing with him, man. Stop playing with him, bro.
Jay? You should write movies, Jay. You should write
Hey, I'm
movies.
gonna write some story. You already know how that goes.
Oh
Keep that on the low,
my
bro. Chill.
god. Listen, no, that's interesting. We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see. Um, yeah, really exciting sort of like end to the season
yeah.
in both of those competitions. And we haven't even talked about the FA Cup, by the way. Well, you guys are out of that, so.
That's why I don't.
Um, all right, Jay. So if there's nothing else, man, love talking to you about this stuff again. Episode 22.
It's
Follow us
crazy.
on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter because listen, when these games happen, and I'm calling out McGuire. I'm calling out.
Facts.
I'm going crazy on there. Jay, I saw you said a couple things as well on
Yeah,
Twitter at yeah, we're on Twitter at the best of rivals, on Instagram at the best of rivals. Look out for Jay's writing. Jay's writing is stimulating. That's the word when he's stimulating. I love Jay's writing. He writes from the heart, a tad bit of bias, which you can all respect, but then he breaks down every situation with facts. So look out for Jay's writing.
lovely.
Um, also follow us subscribe to us on YouTube at the best of rivals. That's probably where you're going to be watching this. If you're listening to this, that means you're either on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Make sure you guys subscribe there. Jay, episode 22, baby.
Deuce,
We're out.
deuce.